The movie begins with soft lighting and a blurry, unclear sound. We see a young woman in front of us, and from the way the scene is set, we realize it's a dream. But we don't know who she is or who is dreaming. The scene transitions to John, the astronaut, waking up in a small cabin aboard the. John discovers that he's just awoken from deep sleep, and there's a sense of confusion about what's happening. The computer informs him that the sleep therapy might cause some side effects. He learns that the journey to Titan has taken 9 months, and he needs to continue his treatment. After waking up, John opens his message inbox on the computer and finds no new messages. He feels deeply sad and starts thinking about his fiancée, Zoe, remembering a conversation they had before his departure. He had told her he would be gone for 9 months and a day. The computer asks him psychological questions to check his mental state, and John responds that what he misses most is the fresh air. John, his colleague, Nash, and Captain Franks meet to discuss the mission. They report that the spaceship has been thoroughly checked, and everything is functioning well. We learn that the mission will take a long time, as they will rely on Jupiter's gravity to accelerate their journey to Titan. This mission is crucial due to the deteriorating conditions on Earth. John is repairing the radio when he recalls his first meeting with Zoe. The story unfolds as John informs the mission control that the spaceship is in top shape and that they will reach Saturn soon. John then enters another sleep phase, and we see flashbacks to his last meeting with Zoe during a conference about Titan. After 3 months, John wakes up again to a violent shake of the spaceship. The malfunction causes some technical issues, and the crew must handle the situation. John tries to communicate with Zoe, but communication fails. Tensions start rising between the crew members as things begin to spiral out of control. John feels something strange is happening in the ship, believing that Zoe is somehow with him, which raises doubts and fears. The anxiety intensifies after another malfunction. The crew begins questioning their ability to complete the mission, and tensions between John and Nash grow. The psychological struggle between the crew becomes sharper as John starts doubting everyone, and the conflict between him and Nash reaches a breaking point. John faces intense hallucinations, where he sees Zoe talking to him, and believes Captain Franks is threatening him. Strange events unfold, and John begins questioning his reality. After a series of violent confrontations with Captain and Nash, John realizes that no one is really there. John discovers that everything he experienced was just a simulation. There was no spaceship, no trip to Titan. It was all part of a psychological test conducted by the space agency. He is shocked to learn that he is still on Earth in a testing facility. But what if all these hallucinations were part of a larger conspiracy? Was John merely in an experiment? Or is there something more complicated happening? In the end, John leaves the facility and finds himself in a dark world, just like Zoe had warned him before. The film ends with an open question about the truth as John fades into darkness.